Show him your thumb, he comes near you. He will run away ASAP.
Look, he's just there.
I don't know what's going on with this dude.
Here?
Do what this rock is gonna do. Just drop down like 15 feet, straight down, but it's gonna be really tight.
If you think you're completely safe off the grid, these stories will prove you wrong. Tonight, we're looking at the ultimate chilling camping encounter, whether it's a shadowy figure leaving a Ouija board deep in the woods, or a massive predator's glowing eyes locking onto you in the pitch black. Are you ready to see what happens when isolation becomes your worst enemy? Before stepping onto a quiet trail, she didn't realize someone was already there, watching. That one choice turned her night into a nightmare. This unsettling camping encounter comes from Uneasy, the creator behind a self-titled YouTube channel and a well-known Twitch live streamer. She is recognized for traveling across the world, sharing live IRL streams that are usually cheerful, interactive, and focused on culture, food, and outdoor exploration. Her content is typically lighthearted, with viewers joining her journeys in real time, which made this camping encounter stand out even more. On May 6, 2023, while streaming live in Taiwan, one of her outdoor adventures took a disturbing turn. Ginny accepted a viewer challenge involving backpacking and hiking through scenic landscapes, something she had done many times before without issue. The hike began normally, surrounded by calm trails and nature. But as she moved deeper into the area, small details started to feel off.
Over here. Huh? But where? No, this leads somewhere else, dude.
Way down inside of me.
The guy in dark clothes. Oh, he's there. Do you see him? But he's like covering his entire clothes with a black mask as well. Yeah, I cannot see his face at all. He's like ninja. This is our check stop where we can rest, drink some coffee that we got. Hello! Hi! Thank you! 真的吗？谢谢 Thank you, thank you!
Hey, it's a pretty boy.
Oh, pretty one! Nice to meet you! Yeah! Thank you! Bye bye! Guys, you gave me IRL dono. Wow, I need that. That guy's still there. That guy was following us. Why is the guy following us? Whenever I looked at him, he waved at me. He stopped when I stopped. He's going when I'm going. You see that we're here? And that is the easternmost part of Taiwan. Kwaidao. He's all the way there, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna like wait. It's more sus and scary because he's like, we cannot see his face at all.
Viewers in her live chat were the first to notice something strange, repeatedly pointing out a man who kept appearing behind her in the background. At first, Ginny assumed it was just a coincidence and continued walking. But about 15 minutes later, the unease grew when she realized the same person was still there. It became clear this was not just someone heading in the same direction. Dressed entirely in black with his face partially hidden, the man kept a careful distance while matching her movements almost perfectly. When she slowed down, he slowed down. When she sped up, he followed, never getting closer, yet never falling behind. As time passed, anxiety began to build. The man briefly disappeared, giving her a moment of relief. But that feeling quickly vanished when he reappeared nearby, still watching.
Look, he's just there. Did he hide in the bush? Did he hide in the bush? I will confront him when I arrive, if it's still following there. Because right now it's just me and him. I don't want to confront the person when it's just 1 versus 1.
At that point, it was clear this was no coincidence. The man remained close, sometimes ahead, sometimes behind, but never leaving. Ginny chose not to confront him, especially since the road was empty, deciding it was safer to wait until other people were around.
It's over there.
Dial 110 and call the police.
Well, is that like appropriate moment to call 110? Because he has been following, yes. But he hasn't done anything. He did. He got up. Ooh. Why is he coming closer to me?
Show him your thumb, he comes near you. He will run away ASAP. He's obviously a sick dude trying to steal the show for attention. Hopefully that is the worst of his motives. Don't let him out of your sight, but stay far from him. Cross the road if you have to.
Hours went by and the man continued following. Instead of heading toward her planned backpacking destination, Ginny stayed on the main road, knowing that going deeper into a remote area would leave her completely vulnerable. Being in a foreign country added even more stress. She avoided returning to her lodging, worried the man might discover where she was staying. Keeping her live stream active, she stayed connected with viewers for reassurance. Many suggested calling the police, but she hesitated, unsure of the situation and local laws. The man's behavior grew increasingly unsettling.
What is he doing? Looks like he's like collecting something. Oh, there's a police officer. I think someone called police. Go tell the cop. Do I go tell the cop? Okay, let me ask. Okay. Thank you. Stop following. Can you tell him stop following me? Yeah. Thank you. No, my destination is here. Like, there's a restaurant that I plan to go. So I asked police officer to tell him to stop following me. Police officer is asking him to show his face. I guess we can leave, right?
At times, he disappeared into the bushes, only to reappear moments later. Other times, he picked up random objects or lingered without purpose. Nothing about his presence felt natural. For nearly 4 continuous hours, he followed her in silence, never speaking, never explaining himself. Eventually, Ginny spotted a police officer nearby after one of her viewers contacted authorities. The officer began investigating, but Ginny didn't stay to find out more. She left immediately, asking that the man be told not to follow her again. Later updates revealed that when police approached him, he became aggressive and was taken to the hospital, with reports confirming he had serious mental health issues. Ginny walked away unharmed.
There was a news. So apparently, police said, he got aggressive when police officers were investigating him. He went to hospital. It was on TV news. I think he had like a little bit of mental problem. But anyway, yeah, he's gonna get all the help he needs in the hospital.
But the experience left a lasting impression. She trusted her instincts, stayed in visible areas, and avoided direct confrontation. Choices that likely kept the situation from escalating. In a camping encounter like this, would you wait it out or act sooner? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. Klaus is known for live streaming deep wilderness explorations while documenting rare and unpredictable wildlife encounters. On September 7, 2025, he set out on a challenge to identify over 100 animal species within a single continuous stream, venturing alone into a dense and unfamiliar forest. He was unaware that one of those species would turn into something far more dangerous than expected.
It looks so bad while it's moving. Ice. Oh no. Oh my gosh, guys, there is something big. Oh my gosh. Oh no. My heart, guys, right now. It's over. What the Okay. I don't know shall I stay loud or not, guys? I don't know if you see what you see. Definitely ice, guys.
As he moved deeper into the forest, something immediately felt off. Through the darkness, a pair of reflective eyes appeared low to the ground, unmoving and locked directly onto him. At first, it was unclear what he was seeing, but the size, the stillness, and the intensity of the stare suggested something far larger than expected. The longer he watched, the clearer it became that whatever was watching him was something that should never have been there to begin with.
Okay guys, when this is a tiger, there's only two possibilities for me. Only two possibilities. I just run at it and scare it, or go out slowly. Where is it? Oh my fucking gosh. It's a fucking tiger, guys. It's a fucking tiger. We're going slowly back, guys. We're going slowly fucking back. Don't worry. Shaking right now. I have to go backwards the whole way now. There are only two possibilities. I run at this thing and scream and stuff, or I just walk slowly backwards. Is it gone? So just that you know, guys, you never turn your back to a tiger, because only then he will come closer. He knows I'm looking at him, and this light has quite a strong headlamp. Like even when he would look at me, he will not see me right now. This is the full mode of this headlamp. Even if he will look at me, he will not see me.
Choosing caution, he began stepping backward, carefully keeping his focus on the tiger. Every movement was deliberate, and every step was calculated. He knew that turning his back, even for a moment, could trigger a chase. The tiger did not charge, but it also did not retreat. It remained watching, aware, patient, and unpredictable.
I mean, we go again to the other side, okay? I mean, let's leave this part of the forest. Okay, guys, species number 80. I mean, it wasn't an animal, right? Whatever it was. So, the next forest, guys, where I will never go again. I mean, this side, never.
After creating enough distance, Klaus made the decision to leave the area entirely. What he had encountered was not something to pursue or document further, but something to avoid. Even as he moved away, the uncertainty remained. Encounters like this show how quickly a normal outing can become a life-threatening camping encounter without warning. In the end, Klaus walked away unharmed after coming face to face with a predator he was never meant to encounter at such close range. But was it luck or something else that allowed him to leave that forest safely? If you were there, would you know what to do? Sophie is the creator behind the YouTube channel Sophie Dossi, where she documents extreme challenges and unusual environments that push both physical flexibility and mental endurance. While her content often includes acrobatics and high-risk stunts, some of her most intense experiences come from tight caves, unstable terrain, and underground passages that grow more restrictive the deeper a person travels. On April 20th, 2024, Sophie entered a deep cave system alongside two experienced guides, James and Edward. Their objective was ambitious: travel thousands of feet beneath the surface and reach a hidden crystal chamber rumored to be seen by only a handful of explorers. But the route to that chamber required navigating sections of cave where the human body could barely fit through the rock.
Ugh. I feel like the boogeyman's down here.
My friend almost broke her knee there. Her knee fell into the little thing that you're standing on.
By the way, there was a tornado warning last night, so there was a big storm, which is wet.
Honestly, yeah, 90% of this cave might be underwater.
We might not be able to go to the waterfall. We'll see. If it's only
we're
a little
going
bit
to the
flooded,
waterfall.
we're going. This is where it's gonna get tight.
The start of really squeezing your way in.
You don't want to go that way.
Why don't you want to go that way?
That way's nothing but misery.
Wait, why?
Look how bad it looks.
The descent began cautiously as the team entered the cave system through a narrow opening that quickly forced them into low passages. Aware of the tornado warning issued the night before, the team understood that the storm above ground could drastically affect conditions below. Rainfall above can transform narrow tunnels into dangerous choke points where water collects with nowhere to escape. In extreme cases, entire passages can fill without warning. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the conditions ahead, the team chose to continue deeper into the cave.
Oh yeah, it's pretty tight.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is a really, really low part. Even my head doesn't fit right here. Like my helmet's literally stopping me. Oh my gosh. You guys do this for fun?
Kinda. This is definitely the hardest part.
So not this one that I'm on?
No, it's getting harder right here. It's gonna get a little muddy.
Yeah, already very muddy.
This next part is about a 20-foot drop. So if I slip, they're gonna have to call cave rescue.
So easy. Like that was the easiest thing I've ever done.
The first major obstacle was an infamous squeeze known among cavers as the pancake squeeze. This section forces explorers to flatten their bodies against the rock and push forward through a slot so low that even a helmet can become trapped against the ceiling. Beyond the squeeze, the cave sloped downward toward deeper chambers where the environment became increasingly unstable. Mud covered the floor and walls, turning simple footholds into slippery surfaces. Determined to reach their goal, she continued, ready to face whatever came next.
One more thing we need to do before we leave, and it's called the pulverizer.
It's a crack about this big, and it goes down like 10 or 15 feet vertically.
Do what this rock is gonna do. Just drop down like 15 feet, straight down, but it's gonna be really tight. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh my god. Okay, I see. Wow. Oh, so you gotta squeeze. Oh my god, how do you squeeze through this? How does one's head go through? Oh my god, my head just went through it. That's crazy.
I know, my helmet went through it.
Oh my god. This is insane. Did you go feet first?
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah, because there's mud there.
Oh my god. We did it!
That was the best part though.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at me.
After hours spent deep underground, the tunnel finally opened into the destination they had been searching for. A hidden chamber lined with delicate cave crystals. The crystal room marked one of the deepest accessible points in the cave system. Along the way, the team also reached an extremely narrow vertical crack in the rock known as the pulverizer. Covered in mud and exhausted from the demanding journey, they had successfully reached one of the cave's deepest accessible chambers before later returning safely to the surface. Sophie's journey into the cave ultimately ended without harm. For Sophie and her team, preparation, experience, and careful decision-making allowed them to reach one of the cave's deepest accessible chambers and return safely. But their journey highlights just how unforgiving these underground environments can be. Because in caves like this, the greatest challenge is not simply reaching the destination. It is making sure you can still find your way back to the surface. Maybe everything went right this time, but in places like that, even small changes can turn quickly. So if you were there, would you keep going or turn back? This camping encounter comes from the YouTube channel Abandoned World Explorer, known for late-night explorations in remote locations tied to unsettling rumors and abandoned structures. On June 20th, 2021, Lee and his group set out to complete random location challenges, unaware one choice would lead them somewhere they shouldn't be.
What's the matter? Huh? What's that, the woods?
Yeah, I don't normally go down that bit.
Guys, it's 6 minutes. 6 minutes away, it's not even that far. Yeah, let's go. Mate, how creepy it is up here, bro. It's dark, eh? The footpath's still showing. Up there, with that. Pin's up there, bro. I was thinking like something creepy, bro. Like spooky vibes.
As the night continued, their randomly generated destination led them deeper into a wooded area, far from public view, and increasingly difficult to navigate. The environment felt wrong from the start. The path ahead was narrow, overgrown, and isolated, with no clear indication of where it might lead. Despite their hesitation, they continued forward, driven by curiosity and the expectation that the location would reveal something unusual.
What's that? Is that a house? Hey boys, there's like a structure. There's like a structure over there. That was there. You know, it's there. I'm going up there. I don't know. There's someone over there. No, there ain't. There's a fire, bro. It says keep up. Someone's living here, bro. There's no one here. There's no one here. Oh my god. Bro, what is that? It's a dog. Mate, what is this? Someone's been living here, man. There's a Ouija board.
Maybe we should be here, guys.
There's food, man, and everything. What's all this about? There's someone. What's that? Oh, what? This is a wind-up, man. Is that our love will never die?
They soon came across something completely unexpected. A makeshift structure hidden among the trees. Scattered around it were signs of recent human activity. Food, objects, and most notably, a Ouija board placed among the debris. The discovery immediately shifted the tone of the exploration. This was no longer just an empty stretch of woodland. Someone had been there, or still was.
It's in the trees. Go down on the trees, there's all masks. There's someone down there, man. Quick, go over here, go. Go. There's someone there. Turn the light off, turn the light off. There's someone over there. Seriously, boys, don't fucking move. Oh shit, see, someone told you someone there. Shit, bring the police. We need to ring the bell and we're gonna get out of here. Come on, get down.
From beyond the structure, a figure appeared, briefly visible in the distance, partially concealed and watching. The figure did not approach right away, yet its presence alone was enough to trigger panic. As they tried to process what they were seeing, more movement followed, confirming they were not alone in the area.
Boys, we need to get out of here now. We can't even fucking move. Whoa. Bring the fucking police. Bring the police now. I'm not even joking, boys. Bring the police. What is he doing, man? He's gonna burn. How do we even get out?
The situation escalated quickly. The figure's behavior became increasingly unpredictable, shifting positions within the darkness while staying just out of clear view. With no understanding of intent and no safe way to identify who or what they were dealing with, the group made the decision to retreat.
Wait, I can't see. Go! I can't see! Go! Go! We're going to ring the police. Go! Joe, ring the police! No, fucking just go. Right, ring the police.
As they attempted to leave, the feeling of being followed intensified. The darkness, combined with limited visibility and unfamiliar terrain, made navigation difficult. The distance back to safety felt longer than expected, and the possibility of confrontation lingered behind them the entire time. The presence they encountered did not behave like someone simply passing through. It remained hidden, observant, and deliberately out of reach, suggesting awareness and intent. In the end, they left without direct confrontation. Sometimes the most unsettling camping encounters aren't in abandoned places, but in the ones that aren't as empty as they seem. So if you were there, would you keep going or turn back? Meet Brian Waters, the creator behind the YouTube channel, Brian Waters Outdoors, known for documenting solo expeditions into remote environments where isolation often reveals more than expected. On January 24th, 2026, Brian set out alone to spend the night deep within a secluded mountain cove, preparing for an incoming ice storm that would soon shut down the surrounding region. What began as a controlled overnight trip quickly shifted into a tense camping encounter.
I'm gonna get a little bit more set up, probably go hang out there by the creek, get my camera, wait for something to happen. Well guys, I don't know what it is about this little spot, but I've had a really good time on this episode. It's been super relaxing. Really, there's no one around me. There's a tent camper 100 yards away. And I think I've just been looking forward to getting back out here in that, so it's just been a good vibe all around. And definitely good drink. I'm struggling to get the second one down. I hate to admit, but it's been a good evening.
As night settled in, the surroundings remained calm, quiet, and undisturbed. Brian was aware of another camper set up roughly 100 yards away, but it didn't raise concern at first. It felt distant enough to be irrelevant, just another presence in an otherwise empty space.
Because I'm sitting here trying to enjoy my fire, and out of nowhere, there hasn't been anyone show up all day long. There's this, I'm gonna go ahead and call him a nutbag, probably 100 yards away from me, dancing around. Just feels kind of weird. You know, I don't go anywhere without protection, but that's the last, I don't know where he came from. I don't know if he's staying in that tent that's, you know, probably about 100 yards away, but there's definitely something wrong with that dude. Here's well having a good time inside his little mind. I don't know what's going on with this dude. So yeah, I'm probably not going to sleep quite as well as I thought that I was going to tonight, knowing that that's around me. It actually looks like he's walking over this way now.
After that, a lone figure appeared without warning, completely out of place, moving erratically in the darkness. The behavior immediately stood out. As darkness made visibility worse, Brian had to rely on his phone to track the man's movements. There was no clear direction, no obvious purpose, only unpredictable motion, and the growing realization that he was no longer alone.
I can't see him with my eyes anymore, but I can use my phone, which is surprising, and I can see what he's doing, and he's finally, I guess, trying to start a fire. He's out there chopping live trees down to get his firewood. So yeah, very interesting. But I will say, my gosh, guys, it is very warm in here. It is nice and toasty. It's gonna get cold tonight. Curtain put up on the back for sure tonight. And at least on this side tonight, I've got this wood side panel for my diesel heater. I guess get into. Oh, what a nut.
Inside, he secured his space, reducing visibility and limiting exposure. The tension stayed with him throughout the night. There were no direct attempts to approach the vehicle, no confrontation, but the uncertainty never went away. What started as a routine overnight stay became a camping encounter shaped by unpredictability. The individual didn't behave like someone simply passing through or casually camping nearby. In the end, Brian stayed inside, avoided escalation, and made it through the night. But the experience left behind a question that lingers. In places where you expect to be completely alone, how do you prepare for someone you didn't plan for? This camping encounter comes from City Boy, the creator behind the YouTube channel of the same name, known for documenting raw and unpredictable experiences in remote and isolated environments. On January 25, 2026, he set out alone into the mountains, choosing to spend the night inside his camping car, far from any signs of civilization. What began as a simple overnight challenge quickly turned into a deeply unsettling camping encounter, one that would leave him questioning whether he was ever truly alone out there. As he arrived, the environment felt eerily calm, as if the mountains themselves were holding their breath. He parked his vehicle and began settling in, moving with quiet confidence as he prepared for the night ahead. A cup of coffee warmed his hands while the silence wrapped around him, complete and undisturbed. He adjusted his setup, expecting a quiet, uninterrupted night. Without warning, footsteps broke through the silence, slow, deliberate, and far too close to ignore. Moments later, a loud, violent bang struck the car, echoing through the mountains. In an instant, the sense of safety disappeared, replaced by tension and uncertainty. He chose not to confront whatever was outside. Instead, he stayed inside the vehicle, completely still. In the end, he avoided escalation and made it through the night. But the experience left a lingering question. In places where you expect to be completely alone, how do you prepare for something you can't see? Maybe it never showed itself for a reason, but in a camping encounter like this, would you stay inside or try to find out what was out there? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.